Okay, y'all, welcome to our Business 101. I am super excited for tonight's class because it's going to be a little bit different than we've done in the past. I've done some of these before just to kind of give you guys the basics, and we are going to do that. I know we have lots of people who are new and just wanting to know kind of the options and what there is and have questions. And so right now, everybody is muted, but you are welcome to chat in if you have any questions. As we go, I am going to try to honor the time just because we're recording for some people who weren't able to get on live. So I'm going to go through it, but then at the end, I will be able to answer questions. And there's lots of other leaders in here too that will probably be checking the chat. So if you have any questions, just feel free as we go. Okay, so my name's Kelsey. My husband is going to be with me shortly. He's currently getting our kids ready for bed. But I am a doTERRA diamond leader. I've been using oils and doing this business for right at 6 years now, and it's been awesome. And so it's been so much more than I ever thought it would be. And I never planned to do the business. I never really tried in the beginning, but I'm so glad that I did. And so that's why I love to share this opportunity with people, because it has completely changed our family's lives. Not only these products, but the financial freedom. My husband was able to quit his job and come home and be with us full time. We were able to get out of debt and travel. We sold our house, bought a camper, and we traveled all over the US and Canada for 3 years. And now we just bought a house again this last year after having our third baby. And we still have camper, still travel, and we're so grateful. So anyways, no matter what your dream is, no matter if that's something that you've even fathomed or thought that was possible for you or not, I just want to encourage you, because there really is so much more than probably what you have right now, because I never fathomed this, not even close to this when I started doTERRA. So if you're just starting, thank you for being here. I'm so glad that you're just here to learn a little bit more and be open to the options and what doTERRA can do for you, because it can do a lot of things for you. And we're going to talk about all those different options tonight. So first, I want to start with this. I know, like I said, you guys are muted, but you can chat in. And I want to know how doTERRA has changed your life. So, because this is really important, because you wouldn't be here right now learning about sharing doTERRA if doTERRA hasn't changed your life in some way. And so I would love to hear from you guys. Chat in and tell us, why has it changed your life? What products have changed your life? You know, what is your favorite product? Whatever it is, why do you want to share doTERRA? And maybe you don't know if you want to share yet, but just even why you love doTERRA, because I know all of you guys have something like that, some story that you're like, this is why I love these products. And that's why I'm here to possibly learn more about sharing these products, right? So chat in, tell me, I want to know. So for me, I know a lot of you guys know me, some of you don't. The first product that really changed my life was DigestZen for my 3-month-old baby who had really bad colic, like digestive issues, and he would scream every night. He would just be, it was so hard, right, for the first one. And I was a new mom, so I was already stressed, didn't know what the heck to do, right? And DigestZen really changed his digestive struggles and made me believe, wow, there is something that I can feel good, feel safe, it's natural, and it's going to help him. And it did. It helped him so much. And then from there, it just became, we completely replaced our medicine cabinet. It completely changed my hormone health and migraines and insomnia and just so many things, right? So whether you have some crazy story of how oils have changed your life or not, there's a reason why you're here tonight, right? So there's something. And maybe you're just the kind of person that you're like, I know, whether it's been some drastic life-changing thing for you or not, these products are life-changing, and you're just the kind of person who loves to help people and wants to share and help other people. That is really what this is about. So I want you to be thinking about that at the start of this class, because that is honestly, that's what it's all about. So doTERRA means gift of the earth. If you didn't know that, I didn't know this for like a few years of doing this business. I just thought it was a cool word. So it's kind of funny, but do and Terra, right? So it's pretty cool what it means, because if you really think about that, I am a Christian. I believe that every single thing God gave us has a reason and a purpose, and he's just so amazing that he created all these plants for us, knowing that they had all these purposes, right? That they could help us with so many things, right? And so I love that it means gift of the earth. And because it's a gift, I think that's really cool because it truly is meant to be shared. So whether you're already sharing doTERRA or not, if you use these products, you love these products, which all of you do. Like I said, I know you all have some reason why it's changed your life. Then you're probably aware of the fact that you should probably be sharing it, because there's no reason to keep something so awesome to yourself, especially when it's meant to be, when it's the whole word doTERRA means gift of the earth. Gift is meant to be shared, right? So maybe you've shared a little bit, but you have no idea the possibilities. So that's what we're going to get into, okay? So I want to tell you guys, first off, just why is doTERRA different? Because I know there's some people in here who are like, I don't like network marketing. I've had a bad taste in my mouth about network marketing. And y'all, that was so me. And I had actually done another network marketing thing in the past, like a year before I was introduced to doTERRA, and I was just very turned off by exactly what it says right here. And I'm not saying this is all network marketing, but most network marketing does kind of have some negative connotations. And here's some of them. Some people, they're fine with this and they love this. I personally was not fine with this. So they lead with the business. So if y'all know me, you've probably learned about oils from me a ton, and you've probably not learned about the business from me a ton. This is something I'm working on sharing more because of this whole negative connotation for me. I don't like coming right to people and sharing the business with them, because I want them to know that truly my heart is for them to have these products and with these products to change their lives. But the business is still fine and still powerful. And so most companies do lead with the business, and their product sales really depend on that opportunity. So that opportunity, the business opportunity, is their bread and butter, is their everything. And they're really selling an opportunity more than a product. Now, there's some companies that also have great products. Like I said, this is not all. And even if they have a great product, some of them, they just don't lead with the product. They lead with the business. So in doTERRA, we don't do it that way. We lead with powerful products. That really is, that's our bread and butter. Probably 80% of my team is customers, is people who just love these products, buy them, and like it says, the products are going to sell regardless of the opportunity. So there isn't a huge need to push the opportunity, but I personally feel selfish also not sharing this opportunity, especially when it's blessed me just as much or maybe even more than some of these products have blessed me. But we don't start with that. We don't have to. There never has to be any awkward, I need you to do the business, nothing. Majority of people that I share with just become awesome customers. And so I love that. We truly share a wellness lifestyle. People love it. People need it. Every single person needs what doTERRA has to offer, and especially now more than ever. So also, if you look down here on the difference, this is huge. So the retention rate, that means people keep buying month after month, right? That's what retention is, which is truly residual income, which is what's cool about network marketing. So average retention rate of most network marketing companies is only 13%. And that goes back to them not having a product that's powerful, where most people are coming in for the opportunity. If the opportunity doesn't work out for them, then they're out. In doTERRA, most people come in for the product, so they stay, whether the opportunity and the business works for them or not. So our average retention rate is 65%. That is a huge difference. So that means that you get to share with just as many people and make more money for a longer period of time. That's what residual is, because those people keep ordering. So that's residual income. If you've never heard this term, I really never had either. It is basically just means passive income or reoccurring income, or money earned long after the active work has been completed. And it's income that is also generated when you're no longer on the clock, AKA freedom, which is amazing. And this is what I love about network marketing, and has completely changed my mind from having a negative taste in my mouth to network marketing, but this like empowered, excited like thing about network marketing. And I love when people are doing network marketing, regardless if it's doTERRA or something else. I get excited for them just because I know that they have the potential to have this, to have residual income. So why doTERRA? So I just kind of told you the difference in doTERRA and other network marketing companies, in case you were one of those people with a negative taste in your mouth about it. But I want to talk to you more about doTERRA, because that's really what this is about. doTERRA is the largest essential oil company in the world. They're the most tested, most trusted oils on the market. They're used by doctors and hospitals all over the world. They're ethically and sustainably sourced. This is so important to me. We work directly with the farmers. And also because of that, we get to truly do like mission work all over the world. We're getting to change people's lives financially and physically, their health, all kinds of things. And not only just the people purchasing the oils, but the people behind the bottles. And that's huge to me. So we're open in 120 plus markets. Our compensation plan is very different than other network marketing companies too. We're going to get more into that in a minute. We have the highest retention rate, customer loyalty, which is huge, right? And we're a privately owned, debt-free company with no outside funding. We have an incredible ownership team, not just one CEO, but a whole team. So these are all things that are very different than most other network marketing companies. And these are the things that I was instantly drawn to. And I experienced the culture of doTERRA and just fell in love. So here's a little more about doTERRA. Obviously, our products are super effective. You know, we have millions of customers. We have this record-breaking retention rate of people continuing to order, and we have grown as fast as Apple. We became $1 billion company in 7 years. doTERRA has now been around for 12 years, and they are just now reaching a $2 billion company, which is just insane. So they've been named the largest company in a while. They're part of one of the largest markets to be involved in terms of sales right now. The wellness market is huge, especially in this current situation we're in. You know, everyone's really thinking about how important it is to be healthy. So now more than ever, this is a great time to be part of something like this. So we have very unique products because of the quality of our products. 93%, or actually I think it's more, maybe 96% of our oils now are exclusive. That means that we are the only one who can buy them from that farmer, from that exact place, and have that exact purity and potency of that oil, which makes them work so well and which makes us really have something that no one else has. And then here's the executive team. Like I was saying, it's a team of people, which I love. They have over 150 plus years of combined industry experience. We have doctors, scientists, financial, you know, just all kinds of awesome people. Emily Wright, this woman in the middle, she is just like, her heart is just like mine. And I love it. Like she just wants to go help people and go after things like sex trafficking and bringing water to third world countries and just helping people change their lives. And I just love that, how we're changing the world. This is probably my favorite part of doTERRA as a company, is this caring part. So we are able to create an economic opportunity for these, a lot of developing nations. Our oils come from all over, right? So a lot of third world countries, and we're able to give back to these communities and pay these growers better than fair trade and fair wages, and actually preserve their agriculture with what we have, what we call co-impact sourcing, where we're impacting the lives of people on both sides of the bottle. And it's amazing. You can learn a lot more about co-impact sourcing on doTERRA.com and on Source to You, where you can see the sourcing of all of our bottles. And it's amazing. So,
hey, Kel.
Yeah.
Real quick, there's a question asking how they select their farms. And so I just thought it was kind of a good place to ask that.
So definitely everything is tested. And so our oils are CPTG, which is doTERRA's quality standard, is pretty much 7 tests for purity, potency, and just the best, most effective oils. And so they go around different places knowing where things, first off, grow the best. So like where things grow indigenously, where, like, for example, where does, frankincense grow the best is in Somalia, but they've also found it in a couple of other places now. It's all in the Middle East, but that's where it grows the best. So yes, you can probably grow it in the US, but it's nowhere near the same quality. So we are the only company that has frankincense that smells like our frankincense, that does what our frankincense does, to be able to pass the blood-brain barrier and just do amazing things. So they've gone to these places where they know frankincense grows the best, right? And then they will go through different places and actually test through, all these trees, because obviously no 2 plants are the same, but they have different species of different plants. And so a lot of ours become different species, become blends too. Some of our oils are one species, some have several, like our copaiba, for example, that's from South America, is like 4 different species of copaiba. And that's how they found it to be the most effective copaiba out there. And so it's really, really cool. So our frankincense, for example, they've tested it and they know that we have the best one. And then they'll still always be going around. They're always trying to find new places to source more and help more. They'll send agriculture agents in, and they have done this to really sustain the frankincense trees and help these farmers to improve the quality. They're constantly improving on it and just making sure that there's always more than enough oils, because they know that this is growing so fast. And because of that, we always have enough quality, and we always have the best quality, and we always have enough supply too. So I guess, does that kind of answer that question? I hope. Sorry, you guys, I'm not looking at the chat because I'm trying to just go through for everyone. But yes, let me know if you have any questions. And thank you for everybody else who is kind of answering on chat too for me. Okay, so what do you want to create? So here's kind of our three choices that we have when we're looking at beginning sharing doTERRA. A lot of people start just wanting to share doTERRA solely for the purpose of paying for their products. This was me. We were a single income family. We were barely getting by. We were in debt. I mean, it was crazy. So when I said, I want to start spending $100 a month on oils, my husband was like, no. For what, right? Like, so it helped my son. He let me buy the initial kit, and he was like, I don't know how we're going to afford $100 a month to keep doing it, you know? And I remember telling my upline, I'm never going to do a monthly order. I'm never going to order again. Like, I'm just thankful for these, right? And by the second month, I had convinced a couple beautiful people who were on here to get some oils with me. And so I was getting some checks in the mail, and I was like, I can buy more oils, you know? So if that's you, if you're like, man, I just love these oils, but I cannot afford them, maybe that's just your first place to start. And that is totally fine. That is actually awesome. And that's the place most of us do start, is just saying, okay, I want to share this with my friends and family so I can earn a little extra commission and get my products for free. And then plus you'll be doing your loyalty rewards order every month and earning free product points. So you just end up really doubling up on getting lots of oils, right? So that's a great way to be. And then the second way is interested in actually supplementing your income. And I didn't even really believe this at the time because I had kind of had some negative experiences with network marketing. So I didn't really believe when they told me you can make as much as $2,000 a month. That was literally how much we were making as a family. So I was like, that seemed a little far-fetched for me. But I remember hearing that and being like, okay, I'm open. Like, you know, if you lead us to that, Lord, I'm open, right? So this is when you would actually begin sharing regularly, not just with friends and family, but truly sharing and you know, getting out there saying, I'm going to teach some classes, and you actually begin helping at least 3 people to want to pay for their products, get their products for free. And we were able to do that after about a year of being in doTERRA, and that changed my family's life. Of course, like, we had doubled our income pretty much in a year, and my husband still didn't really believe it, but I started paying the car payment, and then I hired a house cleaner because I hated cleaning house, and I was like, this is amazing. So then we started looking at this third way, which is where you truly replace and even multiply your income. And I knew one other person that was in my upline, like way up, you know, above me, that had done this. And so I did get to really reach out to her and be like, okay, is this possible? And now I can attest, you guys, this is possible because we've done this, and we did this in about 2 more years from there. So 3 years total, we got to this place of really replacing and multiplying your income and consistently sharing, actually beginning to mentor others, becoming a leader, helping 4 to 6 other people supplement their income. And that has been the best part for me, is not only for how it's changed our life, that we've been able to live our dreams, but we've been able to see other people quit their jobs, retire their husbands, you know, things like that, that you're just like, wow, this is so cool. How we get to change people's lives with the oils is amazing. And then how we get to change people's lives financially is just as rewarding. You have no idea like how even just $300 a month can change someone's life. And then when you look at like $500 to $2,000 a month, that supplement your income range, it really changes people's lives. The stress that it puts on marriages and just how many of us are in debt, it's insane. So we became super passionate about getting people out of debt. And actually so did doTERRA. doTERRA's main goal, once again, very different than a lot of network marketing companies, is not for you to go buy a fancy car, but for you to actually get out of debt and to be able to be free to give, is what they call it. So that you're free so that you can give more and give bigger. And it's amazing. So those are the 3 things I want you guys to be thinking about tonight. Which one you're interested in, no matter where you're at. We're going to talk a little more about this. So here's the potential monthly earnings. This is obviously averages. So it's really hard because averages are so varied by sizes of team. And we're going to go through a little bit on how you get paid. But these averages are pretty average. I will say, like, I've been pretty close to all of these averages at every rank that we hit. And you can see kind of in the first couple ranks, you're paying for your product, then the next few supplementing your income, and the last few replacing and multiplying your income. So I want to talk to you guys about this tonight, because this is why I actually did this business 101 tonight, is because this is truly the best time to join doTERRA. You guys already heard me talk about everybody's interested in health and wellness. People are looking towards natural solutions and just anything to help them feel confident in their health, to feel empowered, especially at home, to be able to take care of themselves, not have to rely on other things and stores and even doctors and things for their health. And so that's what doTERRA has to offer, and it's amazing. The other thing people are aware of right now is how pretty much any job, any industry you're in at the moment, there's just no guarantees. And I have to say, like, it was crazy, and it still is crazy to me seeing all these small businesses suffering, because technically I'm a small business, or, you know, I'm self-employed, and we have been blessed in this season. And that's because we're giving people something that they need, something that they're always going to need. And I'm so thankful for that. And so I have just this feeling that I need to share this opportunity with more people right now, because I want more and more people to feel confident in this, that they have that they have something that's not going anywhere, that they can count on no matter what is to come. And so this is the next thing that doTERRA just announced literally like 2 weeks ago, and it's called a Founders Club. So since some of you were brand new, I'm not going to go too into crazy detail about it, but basically this is an opportunity that could literally change your life. If you're interested at all in sharing, now is the time, because the Founders Club basically gives you a spot. You, along with 200 people, so you and 199 other people would share 1% of the US volume. So I told you we're a $2 billion company. So you would share $1 billion. And that's a lot of money. I think we figured that it's going to be at least $100,000 a year, on top of what you already could earn. You saw what I just showed you a little bit ago in the ranks, what you could earn monthly, you know? So that's pretty life-changing. And what's so neat is the way they've designed it. It's not just for people at my rank. It's actually harder for people at my rank to get to this. It's really designed for it to be very fair, level playing field for people to just come in right now and be able to be successful and achieve this spot. And basically it's just going to be the first 200 people who reach the points, and there's a whole point system. You can look up more about this on doTERRA.com, Founders Club. And I just encourage you, if you're at all just feeling like a tug on your heart about this, get with me or whoever invited you here tonight. We want to share this with you. This opportunity is something you do not want to miss, because this actually begins the 15th. So on Friday is when the points start tracking. And if you're ready to do this, I fully believe anyone could be in the top 200, and I'm going for it. A bunch of y'all I know on my team are going for it, and I'm just so stoked, and I'm ready to help just a whole lot more people, because I know a lot of y'all, I know your heart, and I know just what you would do with that much more, how many more people you could help, and that's what just really encourages me. So here's some questions we're going to cover tonight. How do you make money? How much time is involved? Could this work for you? And what is your next step? So it really is pretty simple. You sample people. So you already have oils. I'm sure everybody on here has oils. If you don't, you're definitely going to want to get some. And that's so affordable, literally a few drops per person. You teach some classes. Whoever invited you here, or me, we do classes every week. It's not like you have to just know how to all of a sudden teach. We're here to support you. People enroll. It's all through your website. So that, you know, really doesn't take too much, but you are going to be connecting with people. So you got to enjoy talking to people. They're going to get some oils. You're going to continue to support them on their wellness journey. That is literally how you make money. And those steps over and over and over again is all I've done for 6 years. So we're going to go through this a little bit more. I want to explain to you guys who earns money and how you earn money, because there's so many ways to earn money in doTERRA. It's mind blowing. So the enroller, this is kind of your vocabulary for you. If you already enrolled, you're probably a little bit familiar with this, unless you're not a wellness advocate yet. But you were enrolled by someone, and if you've already enrolled someone, you're their enroller, right? So the enroller is like the doTERRA mom. Whoever signed you up, you help and care for your personal enrollment. You also earn fast start commissions, which you earn instantly, like within a week from them enrolling. And then you're also able to earn that same bonus from anyone they enroll and anyone that person enrolls. So 3 levels from that enroller, you earn money. And then you also are able to earn bonuses and unilevel every month as well from them. So amazing. 5 different ways you get paid when you're the enroller. When you're the sponsor, you are able to earn 2 different bonuses from them. So you don't earn the initial next week fast start from that person. So the sponsor basically means that if I enroll someone, I'm still their enroller, but the way doTERRA is designed, they encourage us to put our customers under other people on our team, which I just love how just it's so biblical, and it's just such an awesome model, so different than so many other places too, because they don't want just me to benefit. They want to encourage me to build a team, to bless my team, help my team, and grow together, and we all support each other. So say this is me. This is like a little example of what our tree would look like at the top. And say this is Cassie down here, and she's the green one, right? I'm yellow, she's green. Then if I enroll someone, instead of putting them right here, like these blue ones on my front line where only I benefit, I can put my person down here, one of these little blue people, and I earn instant commissions from them. But Cassie's able to earn a bonus from them the very first month, and within the first, after 60 days, she's able to earn more commissions from them too. And I still do as well. We both do. We both make money, and I actually make more money for putting them down there under Cassie than I would if I put them on my front line. Just mind blown. Okay. So I know this is very probably overwhelming to any of you who are new, but I just want you guys to know how awesome doTERRA is. So this sponsor, some of you may already be a sponsor. Are you sponsoring someone? You may not have enrolled them. It's really cool. You're pretty much their doTERRA auntie, and you get to support them, and you can also benefit from them, which is so cool. Okay, so here's kind of our comp plan. This is the first 3 ways you can earn money. So people can purchase retail from your website anytime. The website's free. As soon as you upgrade and become a wellness advocate, you have a website. Someone can go on and buy any oil they want. They pay retail. You get 25% mailed to you and a check the very next month, or you can do direct deposit, whatever. It's going to come the next month. Most people don't do this because it's not the smartest way for your customer to buy, because they are paying retail. But if they become a customer, like most of you did, then you earn an instant 20% off of whatever they order. And that comes to you the very next week as an enroller, right? So only the enroller gets this fast start bonus. But let's talk about me and Cassie again. Okay, so here's me. I enrolled Cassie, and Cassie enrolled Diana. Okay, so I'm green, Cassie's blue, Diana's orange. So I earned 20% when Cassie enrolled. Then when Cassie enrolled Diana, I earned 10%. Then when Diana enrolled Ashley, I earned 5%. That's crazy, y'all, right? Pretty stinking cool. So as you enroll people and they share and you help them build a business, you continue to get rewarded, and these checks come every single week. I love that. I am so thankful for that every single week check. And I'm so thankful that even if it's a week that I maybe didn't enroll a new customer, if someone that I brought into this business did, I still get a check that week. That's amazing. So then the third way you get paid is the way that anyone gets paid, whether you're the enroller or the sponsor. And this is a bonus that we get paid out every month. And this is just once you have people under you. They don't have to be a wellness advocate. They can just be a customer, just people under you ordering 100 or more PV, product value, on their LRP. So they have to be on the loyalty rewards program. So that's why we say, like, when you start looking towards supplementing your income, you want to have 3 people. So if I'm this green person, I need 3 people. Even if all 3 of them are customers, you would still get the bonus. But ideally, 3 of them are hopefully wellness advocates too, or something, and they're doing an LRP, and that happens, and they start wanting to get their products paid for, you get a $50 bonus on top of this, and some more bonuses that I'm going to go into in a minute too, right? So pretty cool. And then it just continues to happen. So when this person you enrolled gets their $50 bonus, you would be able, if you had all 3 of them doing it, you would get a $250. When all 3 of them do it, you get $1,500 a month. So this becomes, when you get to that $1,500 a month bonus, I mean, that becomes completely life-changing. That was life-changing for us. So I love that. And what's so cool is, ideally, if you had all your customers get on an LRP and want to do 100 or more, you would only need about 27 customers or wellness advocates, whatever they are, on your team to have that $1,500 bonus. I think it was probably closer to twice that for me, because things don't always work out ideal, but it's just cool to know that, right? So those are 3 ways you get paid. And I know there's probably tons of questions about this. I'm going through this quick, and it's a lot. We do have a business 201 class. We break this down a little bit deeper. So if you guys are interested in more of this, we can answer questions after. Okay, so here is the last way that you get paid. Okay, now this is our unilevel. And this, in the beginning, is the smallest part of your check. And in the end, as your team grows, is the biggest part of your check, which is so neat. So if you look and see, this is how much you get paid for how many people on any level. And this is like people right under you. So when we go back, kind of thinking about that graphic tree I was showing you a minute ago, anybody right under me, I'm earning 2%. Then the people that I put one level down, like when I enrolled someone and put them under Cassie, I'm earning 3%. And that's 3% off of their PV, product value, for the month. So on every single person on my second level, I'm getting 3%. Every single person on my first level, 2%. And it just continues to grow all the way down to 7% on your 7th level. So it's like a pyramid. It's not a pyramid scheme. Those are illegal, but it is like a pyramid, because think about it. In doTERRA, we're wanting to keep building and putting people down under, and these people under you are growing too. And so I have the most people on my team on like levels 5, 6, and 7. I don't even know how many people it is, but it's the most. Obviously, I have like 5 on my front line because I didn't leave very many people on my front line. I wanted to keep blessing them and putting people under them. So down where you have the most people is where you get paid the most. That is unlike any other network marketing company I've seen. Most of them are flip-flopped. So you see these people get in and want to make more money in the beginning, and they can make a little bit more in the beginning. So I'm going to show you an example. There's also these other bonus pools, which we talked about, Founders Club, when you qualify, and this bonus pool happens, you get 1% shared. Then when you get to the rank of silver and all the way up to platinum, there's another 2% shared of the company volume leadership pool. Then in diamond, there's a whole leadership pool just for diamonds. So there's so many ways you get paid. It's mind blowing. They actually want to share the whole company's sales with you. So very, very generous, and it's amazing. Okay, so I want to give you guys this example again, talking about, once again, just a little bit the difference in other companies in doTERRA. So I hear this a lot. People get into doTERRA and they've done other companies and they're like, man, here's me, and I have, 2 customers on my front line. I made $12 this month. Okay, so obviously your fast start would have probably been more than that. But once they get past their 60 days of being a customer, if you just have those 2 people on your front line, yeah, you made $12. And this person over here that has 2 people or whatever, however many people, 4 people to get 400 volume, they're getting 7%. So what they're getting is $42. Not a huge difference, but in the beginning it is. You're like, wow, that other company, they're making more money, right? I hear this sometimes, and I tell people, just stick with it, because look at the difference, okay? So look at the team. As the team grows, you go up to 1,600 in volume. Over here, you're getting 3%, and you're getting 48, and they're getting 96. So now their check is like 120, and yours is like 60. They're literally making twice what we're making, right? On their first 2 levels, okay? And I see this all the time. People are like, well, in the beginning, yeah, but if you're enrolling people, you make a lot in the beginning too. So you have to always just keep enrolling people, because the fast start is the biggest part of your check, that weekly when you're enrolling people. But towards the end, your team gets up to 6,000. This is when you're closer to like premier rank. You're getting 5%. Look at this. You're making 320 now, right? And they're over here. They're still making a little more, 380. So they're still making a little more than you. But then when you get to like the ranks of silver and beyond, this is where you really start making money in doTERRA. And so I want to show you this. They're making 5 and you're making 5, another company, right? So you guys are making the same there, and they're probably still making a little more than you overall every month then, because you guys just finally got even, right? And then when you get to like diamond, and these ranks, like this big of a team, and you have way more people down there and you're getting 6%, look how much more you're making, right? You all of a sudden now are making $1,000 more than them just on that level, right? And then you get to a little bit higher, like probably, I don't know, this honestly probably isn't even like, yeah, diamond, I don't know, platinum, diamond, just depends, right? So down here, now you're making twice what they're making. They've gone down to 3% on their level 6, right? And your level 6, you're getting 6%. So now your check is literally twice than theirs, where you have twice as many people. It's nuts. And then you get all the way down here, like when you're in the higher ranks and you have whatever. I mean, I have more than 7 levels. You don't have to be higher than a diamond to have 7 levels. It doesn't matter. However you build your team, where your levels are, it's going to naturally be you have way more people down lower, and you're getting paid way more, 7% for where there's way more people. So now look how much you get paid, for example, on your 7th level. 114,000. And then they're down here with all their people on their 7th level, and they made 30,000. I mean, I'm not going to say 30,000 is bad, but let's look at how much they're making this month, 51,000. And let's look how much you're making in doTERRA this month, almost 150,000, like almost $100,000 more. So this is what I encourage people about. doTERRA is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not something to come in, make a bunch of money, and that's it. This is a lifelong thing. And that's how they designed it, because they wanted people who want to be in this for life and really want to change people's lives and truly live this wellness lifestyle and bless others. So they designed it that the longer you stay in, the more people you help, the bigger your team grows. And not only for yourself you benefit, but you benefit so many other people along the way. Then your check just keeps getting bigger.
Did you talk about the kingdom principle with the way it's set up?
Yeah. Zach says hi.
Hi, everybody. Jess Lockhart, I'm so happy to see your face.
Okay, so we're going to go into how much time is involved. So we talked about these three things. I want to get my oils paid for. Only about 3 to 5 hours a week, which is pretty cool, right? So you just kind of start sharing with your friends and family. It's not going to take you too much time. Maybe you give them some samples. Maybe if they're friends and family, you can just be like, hey, you need oils. Get on my website and get some. It's pretty easy usually with those people, right? So that's great. If you're wanting to supplement your income, you're going to look at more like 5 to 15 hours a week, which still is like half time. So even if you have a full-time job, most people can still do this supplement their income thing on the side, which is pretty stinking awesome. So, and then when you look at wanting to replace your income, I will say I've worked full-time hours, not every week, not all the time, but there's times that I work 30 plus hours a week when I was going to that. I want to replace, I want to retire my husband place in my business. But still, how many people can say they work 30 hours a week and make, 6-figure incomes? Not very many, right? So it's pretty awesome. Okay, so here it is again, kind of just these three things: paying for your product, what the ranks are, what it kind of looks like. You would want to start enrolling at least a few people a month. So this for paying for your product, your friends and family, whoever you know needs these oils, you've already been thinking of wanting to share with them, share with them. Just start doing that and get your products paid for, right? Supplementing your income. You're going to want to start looking at enrolling a few more customers and actually hopefully some builders, meaning some people who want to be a wellness advocate with you. At least one builder. You really need at least one to start so you can be building down, because you don't want to just have everybody right under you, a bunch of customers. You want to have somebody you can bless as you grow. So at least one person you want to start thinking about who comes to mind that I want to do this business with, that I want to bless them, that they'd be so good at this, right? So you think of that when you're going towards supplementing your income. And ideally, you really want 3 people like that eventually. And then when you get towards replacing your income, you should be thinking of at least 2 people or more, right? And then eventually you actually have 4. So we actually have 4 people on our front line that are builders with us that truly do this like a business, and they're supplementing to replacing their income. And I would say 15 to 30 hours a week is still pretty average for me. But what's so neat about this, being self-employed and being your own boss and it being residual, is we've been able to have awesome seasons. Like we went to Alaska for 2 months and we were able to just say, hey, we're okay. We're going to just kind of like turn off our phones and hang out and enjoy family time. And it was awesome. And it still was there, like maybe not as awesome as ever, but it was still there. Right. And then I can come back and I can put in as many hours as I want. And I get to truly create my business however I want it to be, which is so cool. I don't think, maybe once. I was gonna say I've never really enrolled probably 8 customers a month. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You don't have to have a ton of people to be a leader in this business, which is really cool. Yes, you can bring in as many people as quickly as you want, but you don't have to. I am been kind of just more of those staying consistent. I try to, have at least a couple people a month or something we bring in, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. So could this work for you? Are you passionate about the oils? I already asked you, how did these oils change your life? Did they? I know they did, because that's why you're here, right? Are you passionate about natural health? Do you love people and helping people? Because that's what you get to do. This is the most rewarding job. I have so much purpose in what I do, and I love it. I get to help people. And can you follow a system? Because that's the beautiful thing that we have on this team. We have a system that's proven, that works. So you don't have to just come reinvent the wheel, not know what to do, go out blindly like doing this. It works. And we're here to help you and just do it with you, right alongside you. So as long as you can follow a system and get things done, this is totally for you. So what's the next step? So do you already have a wholesale account? Are you already a customer? All you have to do is upgrade. It's free. All you have to do is go onto your back office, put in your social security number so that you can get a 1099 at the end of the year if you earn more than $600 from them. Or if you're not enrolled yet, then you choose a kit and you just sign up as a wellness advocate. And then you want to set up your 100 PV LRP. That's really important for the business to earn commissions and for you to be personally using these products every month to be a product of the product. So reach out for help. We will plug you into all of our trainings and resources. Our team is amazing. We have so much fun. We do stuff every single week. We have a group that I talk to 10 or 15 of y'all almost every day, and I love it. So the first thing you really do is you make a list of people you want to share with, and you start sampling them, and it's really fun. It's really, really fun. So that is the next step. This is another thing that I want to encourage all of y'all to do. This has completely changed my business. I got to go to Prague with this beautiful lady who is the top enrolled person in dōTERRA, where she's from, where she lives in Prague, and learn her system. And this is the system our team uses now. And it's free. All you do is sign up to listen to her daily mentor calls, and it's dailymentorcalls.com. She's an amazing woman, a powerhouse lady. She just rocks at this business. And what's so neat is she has the biggest team in doTERRA. She's the highest rank in doTERRA, and she's helped several leaders go from brand new to hitting diamond in a year. She knows how to help anybody anyway. And so her system works. So go sign up. If you're at all interested, sign up. You can listen to these calls. There's 50 of them. You can listen to them at your pace, however you want, whenever you want. And you're going to then just go through it with, me or whoever invited you here. We're going to mentor you through doing all the steps that she's going to share with you. The other thing that's actually starting June 1st is also from her, and it's called the Oil Games. And the Oil Games basically goes through the daily mentor calls, but it has step-by-step for each rank. So for those of you that are already enrolled and already doing this business and maybe just ready to really like relaunch your business and do some new things and go for this founders club or whatever, those of you that are like that, go to theoilgames.com right now and sign up for whatever the next rank is, the rank that you haven't hit yet. And she's going to walk you through all the steps to get there to that next rank. And then when you hit that rank, you go to the next one, and you just keep going until diamond on the Oil Games. And all of this is completely free and awesome. So that is definitely a next step I want to recommend to everybody. So here's your steps. Once again, first steps kind of right now, obviously, be a product of the product. So start finding all the things you're already using that you can replace with doTERRA products. This is so easy, and it's so fun because you'll realize how you can fit this in your budget. And I love helping customers do this too. Like, what are you already using? Shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, mouthwash, like all the things, y'all. We have it all. And you can replace laundry soap. Zach said, we use it all. And we've replaced all of it. And it's not only safer, healthier, better for us. We're supporting such a good cause with doTERRA, but it's also cheaper. It becomes so much more affordable. And then we have the personal experience from every product that we're using to share with our customers. So once again, 100 PV loyalty rewards order every month required to earn commissions. I really recommend 125 or more PV, because then you get the free product of the month, and they have a special different oil every month just for doing 125. And when you're wanting to do this business, you want to try every oil and you want to have lots on hand to share. So why not get a free oil every month too, right? So schedule your first class. If you have not done this yet, this is the best thing to do to just completely, begin sharing. And the way we normally do it is your first class that you've ever done. Whoever enrolled you or is your mentor, they're going to teach it for you. So no stress, no pressure. All you have to do is think of who you want to invite and invite them. And all you're going to have to share is maybe your personal oil story. So all you have to know is that question I asked you at the beginning of the class: how have these oils changed your life? You're going to share that with your friends. And then whoever, is doing the class for you is going to do the whole class. Second class, you're going to co-teach with them. And then the third class, you're going to teach most of it, and they're going to just support you with opening and closing. So that's kind of how we mentor through it. And some people are different. Some people just are like ready to go. Some people aren't, so obviously this isn't the way it always is, but that's just so we're here to help you. You can also purchase a class in a box kit. That can be purchased right from doTERRA on your LRP order, and the Essential Oils Made Easy tear pads. We're doing all of our classes online right now every Thursday night, so you don't even really need any of that. But and you're welcome to just invite people and be on to attend. So this is actually a great time to start doing this, because you don't have to do very much other than just get on a Zoom call with me. Tomorrow night I have one at 7:00. So if you're interested, think of some people you want to invite and invite them. So I will say it's really important, if you can, to sample them before they attend the class, because if people have a positive experience with the oils before the class, they're so much more likely to buy and to not, take longer and drag you around and blah, 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 right? It just makes it so much easier. And this is so cheap to do. So we have these little sample dram. This little keychain is on doTERRA also. You can add it to your LRP. It holds, I think, 8 little tiny drams, oil drams. And all you have to do is just put like 10 drops of whatever oil you want them to try in there. You can purchase these ones with rollers too. They're kind of fun for some oils that are roll-ons, but you don't have to. This is kind of what I recommend to people as like their get started sampling kit. Get at least, 10 of these. You can get 8 with the keychain. Get a few of these if you want, and then maybe get 10 of these, and reach out to your upline or mentor or me or whatever about this too, because we may have some of these on hand and we can bless you with a sampling starter kit. But these little quick reference guides just kind of tell them, they flip through it really quick and they see all the oils A to Z for everything, and they realize how oils are amazing and there's an oil for everything. So it's really important to give them that too, because they may not have the belief yet in the oils, and they try it, they see that, then they attend your class and they're going to love it. So daily success tips, using your products, obviously share your testimonies. This is huge. Social media is fine. If you don't have social media, you don't have to use social media at all to share, but you do need to share. So just being aware, like it comes up. I think for me, I do share on social media some, but a lot of the times it's just talking to people. Like as a mom, I began sharing with other moms, and I was constantly hearing, my baby can't sleep, my baby has colic, you know, my kids are sick, whatever, I have a migraine, I'm so tired. Like just be aware. If you will just listen to people, it's so easy. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to go out and try to sell anybody anything. If you will just listen to people, they're going to tell you right away all their needs, and all you have to do is be ready to give them a free oil sample. Nobody's going to say no to a free oil sample, right? So just be ready to share. If you are sharing on social media, my personal rule is to share no more than 20% about doTERRA, because I will see a lot of other companies do so much and just blow it up, and it's just kind of annoying. And so I personally don't like that. And the doTERRA culture is very different than that. We share how we're using them. We share the lifestyle, and we really truly want to help people with their health. And that's what we're sharing. But we still really try to keep it like 20% or so. So like for me, I go live once a week and I share some wellness tips, and some of it's oils, some of it's total other stuff. And once a week is pretty good. If I'm posting a few other things about personal stuff through the week, then we're pretty good. The other thing that doTERRA just came out with, which is amazing, is doTERRA Social. And you can go to social.doterra.com and sign up for this. I'm doing this right now, so you guys don't have to do this. If you have all your customers already in Oily Community and my support group, they're getting this. So I schedule all of this awesome education that doTERRA created. They created all of these posts, these links, pictures. It's beautiful. It saves me so much time. And so I just go through and schedule that, which of course that's on Facebook and social media and stuff, but I also use them in my team email. So your team is already getting all that from me. But if you're interested in that, you're someone who does use social media and wants to use social media to grow your business, that doTERRA Social is really, really cool and definitely will save you time. But personally, I like to just share my personal experiences. If I used an oil, I might snap a picture and talk about how it helped me, or my kids or whatever, right? And then personal development, this is huge. This is really a personal development company. So really focusing on reading a good book, listening to something every day, and really just improving on yourself. And this is going to help you when it's not easy, when you get, a little bit defeated feeling in this business. You have to constantly be working on yourself. And I cannot tell you how much I've changed through this business. Those of you who know me and have known me for the last 6 years will attest to that, how much more confident I've become through doTERRA, and it's awesome. So another really cool thing is the 2x2x2 rule, which is like, I don't do this every day, but it's helpful when I'm like having a day where I'm like, I want to do something for my business. 2 new contacts. So I'm reaching out to some people that I know I want to share oils with. 2 follow-ups with people that I've sampled or they've attended a class, whatever. I want to see if they're ready to get started with oils yet. And then connecting with 2 of my current customers or builders. Just somehow, just being consistent is key. It is the best key to success, in my opinion. It's not a race. It's not how fast you can sprint. It's staying consistent and staying there for people, and just being someone that your customers, your builders, all these people, that they can trust you to show up and to just help them and connect with them. This is truly relationship marketing. That's what this is about. So accountability, this has been huge for me. We have accountability groups. When you do the oil games, you'll have an accountability group, and we text each other by 10 a.m. 3 things we're doing that day, and by 10 p.m. if we got them done. And it just helps to have other people and see that we're doing this together. And our team has a group where we kind of do that every day too, Monday through Friday, obviously. And my last thing is rest on Sundays, or at least 1 day a week, because it's really easy when you're working for yourself or at home to get burned out and to be doing all the things, and you're like, oh, well, I'm home, and so it's okay. But it's not okay. You have to rest. I had to do this for myself because I was trying to multitask and be with my kids all day and do doTERRA, and it didn't feel like I was working really hard, but I was working all the time. And so I've gotten now where I have a schedule, and I love it, and it's great. And I'm working Monday through Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays we'll do, fun classes or something, but nothing on Sundays, just family, turn my phone off. It's awesome. So you got to have that at least 1 day a week. And that's the beauty of this. You get it, and you get to choose what day it is when you work for yourself. So for us, it's Sunday. So weekly tips, make a success schedule. Okay. If some of you love schedules and some of you are like me and you're like, I do not like organization and schedules, but let me tell you something, just like a budget, I hate budgets too, but budgets are freeing and schedules are freeing. That's what I've learned is like, it seemed restricting to me because I like to be flexible and spirit led. You'll know our whole business is spirit led, right? So I make a schedule and it can still be flexible. I can still choose to be spirit led afterwards. But if I don't make a schedule, then I just feel like chaos and nothing gets done, right? And I don't get to really give the quality of time to each thing, my kids, my, home things, and then my business. And quality is so much more important than just the quantity. So schedule your things and treat this like a job. Kind of the weekly things that we try to do, one class a week. Like I said, I'm doing one online every Thursday night right now. So you can just plug into that. And you hopefully have, 3 to 8 guests, or 2 to 4 one-on-ones. So you can have about the same number of contacts every week. I personally like classes. Some people prefer one-on-ones. I don't mind one-on-ones, but I really like classes. I like the energy and I like being with a lot of people, whether it's online or in person. But if you prefer one-on-ones, going to a coffee shop, sit with someone, that's really fun too. So just meeting with people, sharing with people, and then making sure they're effectively sampled before each class. So once again, there's ours online every Thursday, 7 p.m. It's on Zoom and on Facebook. And you guys can get with me or whoever invited you here probably to get the link for that. Then inviting your customers, once you have customers, to our continuing education. This is happening every Monday at 7 right now. So every Monday we have stuff for customers. Every Thursday we have stuff for new people. And I'm doing this along with some of the other leaders already on my team. So you don't really have to put too much into it other than just coming and being there with us. And if you feel called to help with any of these, we would love it. So then the other thing we do, which is mostly on Facebook in our Oily Community customer support group, is we have a Wellness Wednesday giveaway and education every Wednesday. And then I also do have emails and things like that for people who aren't on social media. The other thing that's huge is to start having a call with your enroller or mentor every week. And this is really cool because usually we do these at the beginning of the week and you kind of go over your success schedule for the week with your enroller or mentor, and you're just saying, hey, here's my goals. And once again, then we're helping each other with strategizing what we can do, how we can make it better, helping each other. It's just awesome. Then our team has a team call that's just for the business, people interested in doing the business, every Tuesday, where we learn something new, we talk about stuff, we pray together, and that happens on Zoom and also on Facebook as well. So all the things all week long. You could definitely stay busy if you want to get plugged in. We got all the things for you. So our monthly tips, obviously create a goal. This is so important. Write it down. Think about what your goal is right now, whether it's a certain amount of income you want to make monthly, a certain rank you want to hit, a certain amount of enrollments you want to have every month, and share this with your enroller or mentor. And do this right now. If you guys haven't done this yet, do this right now. I do this myself every month. Like, here's how many people I want to try to share doTERRA with this month. Here's what rank I want to be, or I would love if I, hit this much volume or this much income this month, like whatever it is, some kind of goal, write it down so that you can believe it. Because if you don't write it down, you don't really believe it. It really has to be written down, spoken out for it to happen. And then yearly, we have a convention every year in Salt Lake City with all the 40,000 or whatever doTERRA people who come, and it's so fun, y'all. And then there's also local corporate events that usually happen every spring and fall. All the spring ones got canceled this year, which is kind of a bummer, but I'm hoping by fall we'll have some more of those. So locally in your area, there should be something you can attend. And this is all focused on education, but also business trainings. And then once you hit the rank of silver and above, there's a leadership retreat, which is awesome too, every spring. So a couple more things I want to talk about tonight was the law of 4 interactions. For those of you who already have been sharing, okay, so you have to keep sharing. Somebody last night on our team call was like, resilience. We all need to pray for resilience because, I don't really think there's anybody that really just is like, I'm ready, sign me up right away. I mean, maybe a handful, but like really most people, it's not that easy. And so we do have to be able to stick with it with people and keep sharing with them and really truly learn. Fortune is in the follow-up. So the people who are really successful in this, I've noticed, are the people that are consistent, like I said, not the ones who just enroll at ton of people, but the people who consistently enroll a few people and actually stay connected with them and follow up with them and just stay organized about who hasn't signed up yet, who they've sampled. And you guys, that's not me. I'm not organized. I'm a hot mess and I have not been good at following up. I'm gonna be honest. But as I've improved on this myself and become resilient and learning that it takes at least 4 interactions or sometimes way more. I can't tell you how many people on my team, not only customers, but people who are building, even people who are high ranks on my team. It took like 10 interactions. What if I had given up on them, right? It says 60% of people sign up after the 4th interaction. So assume that people are busy and not annoyed. We have to remember that. Like, I have never had someone be annoyed with me. And honestly, I've never been annoyed with somebody else in network marketing either. I'll be honest, even if they message me a ton, I'm always kind, because why wouldn't you be? Like, so put yourself in their shoes and just say, okay, they're not annoyed. They're just busy and they're eventually going to sign up. I'm not saying message them every day, but I'm saying, like, you know, figure out what it is, how you connect with them. For me, it's usually like, you know, once a month with the people who just, I know they want oils, but they haven't done it yet. Once a month until they finally are ready and it's their time and it's awesome. So don't give up on people. I've had people years later, one of them's on here, you guys, and she's out to talk and she waited 5 years, okay, to become a rock star. So do not give up on people, okay? So tax tips really quick, keep all your receipts. Being self-employed is awesome. You're not going to pay any tax, honestly, until you make a lot of money. And even when you do, you just have to be prepared and kind of count for that. But right now, just keep your receipts. Anywhere you go out to eat, you go to do coffee with somebody for a one-on-one, all of that is a write-off. Your postage when you mail samples, your mileage, track your mileage. Some people keep gas receipts and stuff like that. I prefer to just do like mileage. It's so much easier, and just write down my odometer at the beginning of the year and the end of the year. And I just figure like pretty much 80% I'm going and sharing oils. Sometimes more than that, honestly, because every time I drive somewhere, I'm usually talking to someone about oils. And if you're not, you should be. So there you go. Then it's all a write-off, right? So keep your samples on hand. I always have my little sample keychain, and I'm sharing with people everywhere I go. Everybody needs oils if you'll just open your ears, right? And then you can deduct your oils purchased for samples or incentives or any of that too. So lots and lots of write-offs. There's more things to that too. We should do a whole class on that later, but just know it's not too much to worry about. So here's a few more helpful links for you guys. Oily Community, this is our Facebook group. Add all your customers here. And also you can send me their email address. I try to keep up with this looking at my back office to new customers, but if you can send them to me, guaranteed they get plugged into our email series where they learn more, and also our continuing education classes, which are emails as well as live. And then Live Essential Oil Education is a group I have also on Facebook, where you can add prospects. So that's anybody who's not enrolled yet. You can add your customers there too. There's a lot of stuff in there that's also an Oily Community. So it's a little bit much to have them in both, unless they just, you know, want to learn more. There's a little more videos and lots of trainings and Live Essential Oil Education. But I like having that one for the people, like we've been doing the Thursday night class live in there a lot, and just letting them see the intro class over and over again for all those people who are still just not quite ready, but they want to learn more about oils. Then obviously Spirit-Led Leaders, that's what we have branded ourselves, our team. This is our Facebook family. Really, you guys are our family. You guys know how much we love it. We have so much fun. We get together. We just got together last night on a team call, and it just was so awesome, praying together, just chatting, and it's really fun. So it's an amazing community to be a part of, and I'm so thankful for this community. We do weekly trainings. We have all kinds of class tools, resources, and more in Spirit-Led Leaders. And then Voxer is something we use a lot. So if you have not been plugged into this yet, Voxer is like a walkie-talkie app. Most of us are moms and we're busy, and I don't know, I'm just over texting. So I like Voxer, but we text and things too, or phone calls, you know, but Voxer is just really handy. And we do have a group on Voxer just with all the leaders on our team where we, you know, connect and help each other. And it's just great. So a few other cool things to look at, oillife.com. You can get books, those little reference guides I showed earlier for sampling, all kinds of supplies, but get with your upline first, because they might have some that they can share with you too. ShareOils.com is another one I like for sampling stuff. Those little mini roller bottles are great on Share Oils. And then of course, doTERRA.com. All the things are on doTERRA.com. Empowered Success is a great place to go on doTERRA.com. Empowered Success has business trainings, resources, PowerPoints, all the things, stuff you can just download and print out. You don't have to buy anything. Like, they make it so easy. They have given us everything, and it's awesome. And then you can look on there more about all the other things we talked about too, like doTERRA Social and, doTERRA Founders Club, and just learn more about all the oils. You can send links to people who are interested in learning more and ordering and things like that too. So I'm going to hand it over to Cassie. I'm going to introduce y'all to Cassie, the one who made me wait 5 years to decide to do the business. She is one of my best friends, and she's like the first real person, that's what we decided last night, that actually ordered oils from me. The first person that I didn't force or buy oils for them, that actually signed up with me 6 years ago. And I knew that she would be awesome at this business, but it wasn't her time yet. But last year, she decided it was her time, 5 years later. And she was able to earn a spot in Prime Wellness Club, which is very similar to the Founders Club I just talked to you guys about. And it was a point system, and she just rocked it. And I'll let you tell your story a little more, Cass, but I think she was the rank of elite when she started, right? Around elite, which is like 3,000 OV or volume. And by the middle, or even maybe before that, she was to the rank of premier, and then she just hit the rank of silver, even after earning the founder position with that. And she earned a big bonus and just all kinds of cool stuff. And so I just wanted her to share, because it's not the exact same program, but it's very similar. And I know she's just super encouraging for y'all to know that anyone can do this and earn a spot like this.
Hi, y'all. So first off, I think that was awesome, Kelsey. I learned things, which is great. So I remember vividly 6 years ago, almost exactly. It'll be 6 years ago. I think my anniversary is coming up this month, Kels, or next month. Anyway, 6 years ago, sitting on my couch, and Kelsey's like, "I've got oils," and I'm like, "You have what?" She's like, "Essential oils," and so she like shares them with me, and I smell them, and she's like, "Do you want to sign up? Do you want to be on my team?" And I'm like, "Sure, let's do that." And so we did. I honestly was just being a good friend, and I was like a little bit into like more natural stuff, but it was just, I was being a good friend. And she was like, "You're gonna do this business with me," and I was like, "No, I'm not." And so from day one, she's like, "You're going to do this business with me." And from day one, I was like, "I'll share with my friends and family. Sure, I will." And so I did. And we did some classes and things like that. Close the door. Sorry, mom life. And 5 years go by, and she has had me upgrade and do all these things so she can put some of my family under me. And 5 years go by, and I'm finally like, I think I can do this. I think it's because she stopped pressuring me. So I'm sorry about all the people on my team that I pressure on like a monthly basis. I'm like, "Do this with me. It's time." I know your time's coming, so I'll try to be a little more patient. But I was like, "Okay, I think it's time, Kels." And so we went to the post-convention tour, and I was like, "No, really, I can do this." And I did. And I was just telling them last night on our team call how like exactly a year ago in April, I wrote down all the things that I wanted to accomplish in dōTERRA. And it was like hitting silver and going to Hawaii and just all these things, right? And I found my little spiral that I wrote all these things down on at the post-convention tour right after. And it said all these things that I did in the last year, y'all. Like, it was amazing. And I was like, holy crap, it was just so prophetic. And I was like, I wrote these like back when I was just like this little bitty, haven't enrolled anyone, don't know what's going on. And I did them all, and it was just amazing. So just started enrolling people, and all of a sudden Kelsey's like, "Hey, you're on this list to go to Hawaii." And I'm like, "What? Cool, I want to go to Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii. Let's go to Hawaii." So I just keep going on this list. I keep going, and I'm like, "Sure, let's go." And then I keep earning that trip. That's great. And then come like summer, the end of summer, and she's like, "Hey, you're also on this list of being like Prime Wellness Club, like being top in the company." And I was like, "Okay, that's cool." Well, fast forward, I end up being literally like 200 in the company, but they give you a choice whether to go to Bulgaria to their rose farms, which would have been so cool, or taking like a check, like a bonus. and I took the bonus because I was really scared to go to Bulgaria by myself. So I took the bonus, and I got $3,333.33. Exactly. That is exactly what my check said from Prime Wellness Club, y'all. And it was for just doing my job, like just enrolling people.
I love
the
all
coolest
the
part about this is, I know, like, it's just so prophetic. And so, like, the coolest part about this is I said I wasn't going to work in December, and I didn't. But I still, my team kept growing. My team kept doing all of these things. Like, I got to take my time off to be with my family because that's really important to me. Like, December is like, we have a kid with a birthday. I've got a birthday. Christmas is important to me. Like, I got to take that time off. And then right after Christmas, I get this awesome bonus where dōTERRA's like, you did so good last year. And I felt like such a slacker. But I wasn't, because I got to build this awesome business. And so there was just so many cool things that happened. So I bought a car. It's in my name, first time ever as an adult. Obviously, I'm paying on it, but dōTERRA pays for that every month for me. So, I mean, for those of you that don't know me, my husband's a firefighter. We have 3 children. We live on a ranch, and I just take care of my kids, and we raise sheep. But this was like me. Like, I bought my car. Like, it was just so cool. There's just so many things that this company has done for me in 1 year that it's changed me. Inside out, it's changed me. And so I've got some people on here that I'm like, you ready to do the business with me? And they're like, yeah, maybe, we'll see. And I push you, because if I would have done this 5 years ago with her, I would be right there where she is. And I'll be there eventually. But I'm like, man, I'm kicking myself. Like, come on, I should have done this 5 years ago. I know I did it in my time and it was good. But I would just be sitting pretty right now if I'd have started this few years ago. So y'all can do it. Anybody can do it.
You started at the perfect time. Everybody starts in their perfect time.
I know.
And look at you. It doesn't matter when you started. You were just in the top 200 out of a company with, like, what is it, 8 or 9 million? I don't even know how many people are in this company now. It's nuts. 200, y'all. And that's exactly what you have to be, top 200, to get into the founder spot. And so Cassie did it. I'm just saying, anybody can do it. Does anybody have questions? I was going to see if one more person wanted to share a story. I don't know if Jody's on here or not. Let's see. Jody.
Oh, and can I tell you the coolest thing ever real quick? Is that one of my builders called me today. Took a little while to find builders. One of my builders called me today and told me that she just enrolled her first real builder. Like, well, really her second, but like her person that's like excited. And it brought tears, y'all, because not only am I like helping myself, but now I'm getting to help other people supplement their income. And I was just like, holy crap, it's growing and it's so cool. And all these people are just doing all these things. It was just amazing. It was so cool. So sorry, there you go. You can go now.
No, that's awesome. I love it when it just all of a sudden multiplies. I know Zach has talked about that in the past too, like how it's just crazy where it starts with just a few of us, and before you know it, it's like there's a ton of us. I think there's like, I don't know, almost 5,000 people or something. Okay, so one life. I love this, you guys. Just one. Why aren't we running like we're on fire towards our wildest dreams? Zach is really big on dreaming, and I just want to encourage all of you guys, if any of this spoke to your heart, tug at your heart, any of it, just be open to, what are my dreams? Do you even know? Because they're always changing. I'll say that, like, as we've gone through this, I had a dream, we got there, and now I'm like, I need a bigger one, like, and just dreaming with God and saying, like, is there more for us? What is it? And I feel him really tugging on my heart about this founder position. And so I really feel like he's not only saying we should go for it, but that we're supposed to help as many people as we can to go for it. So that's why we wanted to do this and share with y'all, because we believe in all of y'all. We're excited for all of y'all. We're thankful for y'all. And we want to do this, you know, hold your hand, go with you, do this with you guys. So what questions y'all have? I know I missed a ton on the chat. So does anybody else have questions? Zach, do you want to say anything? Oh, I know Jody was going to share too. Jody, if you don't mind, you should share your dōTERRA business testimony with us.
Hi. Sorry, we were getting kids to bed. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, my name is Jody, and I have been with dōTERRA for about 3.5 years now. And when I first got started, I was actually looking for skincare, and I had been researching all the things that we were putting on our bodies, and then I ran into Kelsey after several years and asked her about skincare, and I think I got so excited about the oils that I didn't even order skincare my first month because I just wanted all the oils. And probably weeks after, I did my first class just to share, and decided I wanted to run with it. So Kelsey held my hand for 6 months, and we ran really, really hard. And at that time, I was working part-time from home and traveling for Texas A&M AgriLife, and I really liked my job, but it was taking me away from my kids a whole lot. And we had also, my husband and I had also wanted to homeschool, and our son was about to start kindergarten, so it was like, do it now or never, right? So we were trying to find a way for me to stay home and supplement our income. So needless to say, that was February, I believe, and he was going to start kindergarten in August. So I hit silver in May. I think it was May or June. I don't remember now. Maybe it was May. And
April.
Was it April?
I know. Yeah, I know.
April. It was so quick, y'all. That was the quickest few months of my life. We did a lot of traveling. It was a lot of fun. But we worked really, really hard, and replaced pretty much, my check was more than what I was making from AgriLife. And it's been 3 years now, and we're still rocking and rolling. And I have amazing people on my team, and a lot of you guys are here on this call, and I'm so thankful for you guys. So
Thanks, Jody. You're awesome. Isn't that cool, y'all? So was that encouraging? What questions do you guys have? Because that's pretty much all we got. Do you have anything, Zach? You want to share? You didn't really
I
get
have
to
no
share.
idea what all you talked about, so I don't want to repeat everything. I'm just really excited to see Jess Lockhart. I haven't seen her.
I know, me too.
I'm excited to see everybody, but I love Jess Lockhart. I miss her.
Well, a lot of y'all were on our team call last night, and Jess was not. And Jess doesn't have Voxer anymore because she has a flip phone, and she's my hero for having a flip phone, but I miss
It's like the bat phone.
her. Okay.